What if two people started in the exact same place? Same age, same dreams, same energy, same potential. But one of them never touched alcohol, while the other made drinking a normal part of life. At first, the difference would be almost impossible to see. A drink after work, a few drinks on weekends, a party here, a celebration there. Nothing extreme, nothing serious. But 5 years later, they might look like they lived completely different lives. And the scary part is, it doesn't happen all at once. It happens quietly, one evening at a time. This is not a story about good people and bad people. And this is not about judging anyone. Because for millions of people, alcohol is just normal. A reward after stress, a social ritual, a way to relax, a way to feel less anxious, a way to escape. But what happens when one person builds a life without it, and another keeps saying, "It's just a drink"? Today, we're going to compare two lives. Not after one night, not after 1 month, but after years of repeated choices. And by the end of this video, you may realize something uncomfortable. Success is often not built through massive decisions, but through what you repeatedly allow into your life. Imagine two people in their 20s. Both want more from life. They want to make more money, build confidence, look better, think more clearly, create something meaningful. Maybe start a business, maybe change careers, maybe finally become who they know they could be. During the day, they look almost the same. They both work, they both have responsibilities, they both feel tired, they both deal with stress. But in the evening, their lives begin to split. One person goes home and protects their energy. They sleep earlier, wake up clearer, read more, train more, think deeper, recover faster. The other person says, "I need to unwind." Maybe it's just wine, maybe beer, maybe cocktails with friends, maybe just weekends. And in the moment, it feels harmless. But that harmless moment becomes a habit. And habits are where futures are built, or quietly destroyed. Most people think alcohol mainly affects the body, but one of the first things it steals is clarity. Not dramatic clarity, not obvious clarity, subtle clarity. The kind that helps you make better decisions. The kind that helps you stay emotionally stable. The kind that helps you notice opportunities. The kind that helps you follow through on your goals. A person who doesn't drink regularly often starts each day with a cleaner mind. They're more likely to remember their priorities, more likely to stay consistent, more likely to handle discomfort without escaping it. But a person who drinks often, even socially, may begin to normalize mental fog, low motivation, broken routines, poor sleep, mood swings, random anxiety, delayed mornings, lower discipline. And the problem is, they may not even realize alcohol is part of the reason, because it never feels like one giant disaster. It feels like this. I've just been off lately. I'm tired. I can't focus. I'll start on Monday. But Monday keeps moving. People love dramatic success stories. They want to hear about the perfect idea, the breakthrough moment, the overnight transformation. But real success? It's usually much less exciting. It's consistency, doing the boring things long enough for them to become extraordinary. showing up when you don't feel like it, waking up clear-headed, making better decisions when nobody is watching, protecting tomorrow from what feels good tonight. And this is where the non-drinker starts to gain an invisible advantage. They don't lose weekends recovering. They don't waste emotional energy on regret. They don't constantly reset routines they keep breaking. Their progress compounds. A little better sleep, a little better focus, a little better mood, a little better discipline, a little better health, a little better money management. Small improvements, repeated for years. That's how lives separate. Not through one massive choice, through repeated tiny wins. Here's what makes this dangerous. The person who drinks doesn't necessarily collapse, at least not at first. They may still function, still work, still laugh, still post photos, still go out, still look normal. That's why alcohol can be so deceptive, because it often delays consequences. You can still look okay while slowly becoming less than you could have been. Less focused, less disciplined, less emotionally stable, less ambitious, less physically sharp, less spiritually grounded. And when that happens slowly, it feels like life is just hard. Instead of realizing something in your lifestyle is quietly draining your potential. In the beginning, the difference between these two people is almost impossible to see. One drink doesn't ruin a life. One sober night doesn't create success. But repeated choices? They build identities. And identities build destinies. In Part 2, we'll go deeper. We'll compare what starts happening after years: career growth, money, appearance, confidence, relationships, and why one person often starts feeling powerful, while the other starts feeling stuck without knowing why. Because the real difference doesn't show up in the first few nights. It shows up in the life those nights create. Part 2 changes everything.